It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The LSU man, Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4. This defense for the Saints, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Mayfield to throw it. Now he'll escape to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll set up to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Rosas' kick is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Mayfield now. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. To throw, Mayfield. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 81 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Buccaneers 7, Saints 3.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Buccaneers 14, Saints 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll get this out to Kamara. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Watch 36 to Mike. I'm going to run you. 19 tight. 36. Line 36.
2nd and 4. Back to Kamara for another catch. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll look to throw again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Watch 36.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Buccaneers' defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Second down and 8. Mayfield off the play fake. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly in volumes.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Behind the chain, second and 12. Now Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Watch 36, 36 to Mike. Here I come. Watch the safety creep.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints get a bit closer. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They go play action. Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans.
And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4.
Saints 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get it.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television. He said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator, but my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that gives him a 3-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd and 7. Play fake. Mayfield. And he finds Howard complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
1st down, Mayfield. Dumps it off to Fournette. That catch good for only a couple.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. As Ike learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Saints will take over here at their own 14-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. right, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. The Bucs 42-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to throw. Dancing to it, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Steps under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a sack for a loss of a yard, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. Rosas' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. From the 29, Mayfield. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. That catch good for only a couple. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Here's a give to Fournette. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Mayfield. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Fournette once more on 2nd down. And good running, going to get this down close to a 1st at the Saints 37. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That close on third down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on third and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Desperation time. Mayfield on fourth down. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here?
And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are now an extra point away from leading this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Saints 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
2nd and 9 now. And his throw here's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
13,
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So with a yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300, that means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The busy night continues for Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They'll run it with Kamara. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game